Welcome back, Nerd Squad. My name is Roy Destroya, and this is Top 10 Nerd. It's natural for superheroes to want to date other superheroes. Someone who can keep up with you when you go for 500-kilometer runs, or someone who doesn't make arm wrestling too easy. But there are actually quite a few female superheroes who pick the average Joe over Superman. Doesn't always work out, but they try it anyway. So let's take a look at the top 10 superheroes with normal boyfriends. In the number 10 spot, we have She-Hulk and WYATT WINGFOOT. WYATT first appeared in Fantastic Four number 50, and though he had no superpowers of his own, he was a highly skilled athlete, animal trainer, and marksman. For an average human, anyway. He was first roommates with Johnny Storm, aka Human Torch, so he was familiar with the Fantastic Four, and he even went on them with some of their escapades. Now, dating She-Hulk was quite the feat. She was stronger and taller than he ever was, but if any human could do it, it was WINGFOOT. Coming in at number 9 is Wonder Woman and TREVOR. Barnes debuted in Wonder Woman Volume 2, number 170. He was an employee for the United Nations Organization for Rural Development, and he met Wonder Woman through her work with the Wonder Woman Foundation, where he was totally into her. He was by her side when she took on Villainy Incorporated, but the experience was enough to make them reconsider just being friends instead. Next up at number 8, we got Black Canary and Larry Lance. Debuting in Flash Comics number 92, Larry Lance was a police detective that was introduced as the civilian love interest of Black Canary. The two even went as far as to get married and have a daughter. Though he had a small role in comics, he was a noble character, sacrificing his life for his wife by saving her from a blast of cosmic energy from the villain Aquarius, who said humans can't still be heroes. In the number 7 spot is Batgirl and Jason Bard. A private investigator in Gotham City, Jason Bard premiered in Detective Comics number 392. After he is shot by Killer Moth and sustains a crippling leg injury, he opens up an independent PI firm, and begins a relationship with Barbara Gordon, otherwise known as Batgirl. Sadly, after the Joker paralyzed Batgirl, she felt that Jason couldn't protect her, and she called it quits. It wouldn't be the last time they saw each other, however. Coming in at number 6, we have ASTRA and Matt Zimmer. ASTRA First is a superhero of the Astra City comics, published currently by Vertigo Comics. So a bit of a break from the DC and Marvel here. ASTRA has the ability to transform her body into energy, and because she lived such a high-profile life, she is constantly bombarded by those seeking gossip on her. In college, she met a seemingly nice boy named Matt Zimmer, and they dated for a while, until it was revealed that he had been leaking details about her personal life to a gossip news show called The Inside Scoop. You never know who you can trust when you're a superhero. Coming in at number 5 is Miss Marvel and Michael Barnett. Dr. Michael Barnett made his first appearance in Miss Marvel number 2 as a New York psychiatrist with Carol Danvers as one of his patients. Carol at the time did not realize she was Miss Marvel and was suffering from blackouts. Once the whole identity crisis thing was resolved, the two began dating. Not sure if that's entirely ethical, but hey, if Harley and Quinn and Joker can do it, why not Miss Marvel and Barnett? Sadly, Barnett's life was cut short by Mystique, promptly ending the relationship. Up next at number 4 is WONDERGIRL and Terry Long. Terrence Long debuted in New Teen Titans number 8, and he was a college professor who fell for a much younger Donna Troy, who was WONDERGIRL. He already had a daughter from a previous relationship, and him and Donna had a son together named Robert. After a dangerous encounter with the Teen Titans leading to a string of events, Terry decided life was too dangerous around Donna, and he took the kids and left. In the number 3 spot, we have Wonder Woman and Steve Trevor. Coming to us way back in All-Star Comics number 8, Golden Age Steve Trevor was an Air Force officer when his plane crashed on Paradise Island. There he was nursed back to health by the Princess Diana, who later fell in love with him and oftentimes had to rescue the gentleman in distress when danger struck. But he never once realized the similarities between Wonder Woman and Diana Prince, something you think someone madly in love would notice. Coming in at number 2 is Northstar and Kyle. Kyle Gennady was introduced in Uncanny X-Men number 508. He was friends with Aurora, the twin sister of Northstar, for years before she asked him to manage Team Northstar Extreme Snow Sports in order to keep an eye on Northstar. Well, it turns out he kept a pretty good eye on him. This led to the eventual marriage of the pair, and this was the very first depiction of gay marriage in mainstream comics. And the two actually lived pretty happily ever after. And finally, in the number 1 spot, we've got Supergirl and COMET. To be fair, COMET is kind of cheating the list because he's not an average human. No, he's a horse. And anyone who follows me on Instagram knows I am cray cray for the nay-nay. COMET first appeared in Adventure Comics number 293 and was a centaur turned horse turned human who ended up being a rodeo trick rider that Supergirl fell in love with. So long story short, yeah, she made out with her horse. Ride that stallion. In other news, I used to ride a gray pony named COMET as well. And no, I did not date him after. So those were the top 10 superheroes with normal boyfriends. Let me know in the comment section down below who your favorite pairing from this list is. My name is Roy Destroya, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another nerdy list.